Welcome builders, andyisyoda here, welcome back to the channel that is inspiring building in Minecraft. That is my aim, to inspire you to build and pick up those blocks and place them down. Today, it is the turn of a treehouse to make it into one of my videos. Highly requested in my comments, so thank you everyone for requesting a treehouse. This is my design. It looks pretty kick-ass at night as well. I hope you agree. We're going to build this not block by block, but hopefully inspire you and give you some tips on how to construct this kind of treehouse, more like a tree village. Okay, you're gonna have to place blocks. There's no two ways about it. Hold down that button that places the blocks and just spam. Don't let go. Just flow the buttons presses so that the tree kind of evolves out of your mouse or your controller. I'm using some quite big blocks here, kind of little blobs of 3x3 with an extra bit on. That's going to maybe save some time for the initial structure, but I'm going to have to go off and smooth that later on. This is just kind of how you build on a PC. When you're building a tree, oh, and by the way, follow me on Instagram, by the way, because I've got a cool competition for a poster running on Instagram. Hey, so this is the tree that I want to build, and I'm thinking in the back of my mind where the houses are going to go, where the platforms are going to go as well. And a good tip for building trees is to always kind of like split off the branches into twos. Oh, by the way, hit that notification, that bell icon on my channel, and you will always be notified of new videos and also my live streams as well. I'm going live tonight as well, Saturday the 23rd of September, 8 PM UK. Come and join me, because in the last live stream, everyone gave me ideas for this treehouse. So you could come and get involved in my next project on Minecraft and suggest some ideas in the comments. That's why you want the bell notifications on, so you see my live streams. So yeah, the tree splits into little Ys, so keep on going. I don't know why, but just do it, okay? That's what trees do. And split them into two forks. So fork your tree again, fork, 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 and have it in your mind where the platforms are going to go. I'm going to put some round platforms on in a second. Okay, do pay attention to the bottom of your tree. Don't neglect your bottom, so to speak. And add some nice fancy roots as well. Again, just spam, 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 and enjoy yourself. This is the fun part of the build. Probably the hard work part as well. Little gaps under the roots as well adds a bit of atmosphere and kind of an oldie worldy, gnarled, rooty feel, which is kind of what you're after, in my opinion. Okay, now it's time for the little platforms. I've gone for a circle, and you can find out how to make circles on loads of Minecraft circle websites. I've gone for a 5, 2, 2, 5 circle, which means the outside disk is 5, then 2, then 2, and then 5 again. So I call it a 5, 2, 2, 5. There you go. You get a nice view of the sides. Once you get the edges done, it's pretty straightforward. Now it's into the houses I'm going to place on these little ledges. And I've decided to go for kind of a simple Mojang style. 7 by 7 in cobblestone. And then for some weird reason, I went for a jungle floor as well. And then we're going to build up the sides. I went for 3 high with oak logs on the corners, and then just oak planks, building it up with enough space for 2 little gaps, which can be either 2 windows or a door and a window. And this is a super simple design. You don't want to detract from the treehouse's complexity by having a complex house. I think that makes sense. I just went for simple designs, another layer of logs on top, add a door and a cobblestone staircase, and Bob's your uncle. Easy game, easy game. There we go. Slabs of Ocus woodus around the topis, and that is just going to build up to a teeny little pointy, cute little roof. And I think I'll stick a flag on top as well for good measure. Of course, if you are building this with your friends, you could each take a platform and each do your own house. And that way the treehouse would look even cooler because it's got a variety of different houses on top. I like this little flag design. It's a 1, 2, 2, 1 design. Hopefully you get another view of that as the camera swings down. It looks like it's kind of waving in the wind. Of course, you can have different colored flags on if you're building this with your friends as well. Spamming on some little wooden fences all the way around, and that just completes our little house. What do you think? Are you inspired? Are you going to build a treehouse? I hope you do. Send me a picture on Instagram or Twitter at andyisyoda in both cases. Okay, kind of hard work if you're building these houses by hand, but this is where to get some friends along, as I said, to build their own house. I'm just copying and pasting my houses just to save time, because it's a video. Okay, the tree's looking pretty smart. Not got any leaves yet, but I'm gonna leave the leaves till last. Leave the leaves till last and add in some more detail. So here I am building actually by hand. I'm not using any special world edit tools. Just spamming out little branches, carrying on from the ledges, kind of going through the houses and out the other side. Treehouse projects are fun. I had a lot of fun doing this. It was really, really cool to design it in the live stream and then kind of perfect it and put it into a video. I really absolutely love this. Okay, hopefully you will too. Lots of little branches hanging about all over the place. What's going to be next? Okay, some way of getting up. You could do stairs all the way up the trunk, but I decided that I wanted to make it a bit more defensive, so I'm gonna add kind of like a lift, so that you could pull people up in the lift, and then people just can't even climb up the tree and get to you because they would need to come up your lift as the only way up the tree, unless they're like a monkey or something, I guess, or a lizard. Do lizards climb trees? Anyway, you can see the design I've got. It's a little half slab or slab Ocus wood slabus, and then some Trapedoris maximus around the outside. Little bits of extra detail in the iron bars on top to make it look as if you can wind up the entire lift. There we go. Mind you, you might not want to add a lift. They do have their ups and downs. Talking of ups and downs, why don't you go down to get your water from below? So I'm adding another little kind of windy up mechanism here with a little bucket, cauldron, filled with water, and then don't forget underneath, it needs to dip down into a little pond underneath. So the little villagers in their little treehouse village can wind up the water. Use your imagination, get inspired. If you haven't subscribed already to my channel and you've got this far into the video, I think it's time to hit that subscribe button and let me know if you're a new subscriber, and I'll try and comment on top of your comment to welcome you to the Andy is Yoda Inspiring Builders Minecraft channel. Okay, one more little tub of water there, aiming down into the puddle. And now I'm going for little bridges and walkways, and this is a really, really fun part of the build. Have a look at this little kind of diagonal pattern I've done just with slabs. I think you can see what I'm doing there. I just go down by one level each time, and it makes these really cool kind of bridges and walkways between the houses, as if the residents could kind of walk and hop in between all the little stations on this I was going to say island, but it's not. It's like a treehouse island fortress megastructure. Yeah, that's what I'll call it. That's probably not going to be the title of the video, though. Okay, a couple more bridges to do. They kind of just step down really nicely. If you wanted, you could add in some more fences around the side if you're worried about your little guys falling off, I suppose. Okay, I'm just going to curl this around the trunk here. Maybe add in a few little bits of detail like fences, like that. There we go. And what you could also do, and this is really fun, is make some actual staircases. You could have a staircase right from the bottom of the tree if you want. I've kind of started my staircases halfway up, but little individual staircases. You kind of work it out how they go, make it look rustic and kind of just as if it's been built by little Mojang villagers. You could add ladders in as well. Ladders look really cool, especially if you use some barrier blocks. You could have hanging ladders as well if you've got access to barrier blocks. A little bit of health and safety. I'm wondering about people falling off when they go around the corner. There we go. Cool. Okay, another few details to do. I'm going to add in a little bridge across here. And that means that all the houses can kind of get access from the lift, and then they can walk over to where they get stationed. And if you're building this with your friends, I think it'd be a great project. You could just log on to Minecraft every day. Once your tree structure is built, you can add more branches, you can add more houses, you could have farms, you could have enchantment areas, you could have kind of brewing stations, you could have defensive little towers and lookouts, and just keep on adding to your tower. And if you've got a few more friends, you could do another tree next door and kind of link them up with little bridges as well. It's a really, really cool project to get your teeth stuck into. Okay, we need some light because this place looks really, really good at night, as you saw at the start of the video. So I'm going to add these lights in. There we go, just simple glowstone hanging from iron bars with Trapedoris maximus and a hooper hopper underneath, and we are good to go. So I've put little kind of rods sticking out there of tree, rods of tree. What would you call it? Oh yeah, a branch. Branches, rods of tree. Good one. GG, Andy. GG, man. Get the words right. Get the words right. Rods of tree. Branches. That's what I meant. Another few lights, and I think what I'll do is I'll turn it into dark, and you can kind of see what this looks like when the little hanging lights. I suppose the villagers would kind of haul them up, light them, and then put them down. Is that right? Well, glowstone doesn't need to be lit, does it? Anyway, kind of is lit all the time. You could use also some redstone lamps and maybe some redstone as well if you want them to switch on at night, if you're good with redstone. Time to get the leaves on. Plant your little oak trees, or whatever tree is your favorite. It could be a mixture. And spam those leaves absolutely everywhere. This is kind of the bit that's the most satisfying out of the whole build. Just adding oak trees and leaves and putting them on the end of all the little branches as well. The more leaves, the more atmosphere, and the better this thing looks. You may have to delete 2 or 3 if the tree doesn't grow quite in the right place. But otherwise, yeah, all your hard work really is done for you at this stage, and it's just planting trees. The Minecraft engine does it for you. Pretty simple. Instant trees in creative mode. There we go. And doesn't it look cool now? With little simple houses, cool little yellow flags, things hanging down. And hopefully you're inspired to do your own tree, or even just build your own project in Minecraft. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Very much appreciated. Love to have your company. Do let me know what you think in the comments. And what other details are you going to add? Are you going to add some little apples and oranges like I've done here? So here's the tree placed in, well, it's near my little village. You've been watching my village transform into a town series. You can see just in the distance there was the little start of the castle. And there we are. We're complete. Looks awesome at night as well. Hey guys, thank you again for watching. Very much appreciated. Share this video if you can. It would super help me out. And I'll see you later. Ciao, ciao. And the blocks be with you.